So the interview checklist, again, is the actual thing you're going to use to prepare for each specific interview. Let's dive in. Right here is where I'll have this video so you can know exactly how to use it. Now, the interview checklist has a few components I want to walk through. So the first thing is that on the left, you're going to have your companies. So whenever you enter a new interview cycle and you need to prepare, all you have to do is hit this plus sign and type in the company name. Let's say Elastic. And if you mess up, you can just delete a group. Cool. So the next thing you need to do once you land an interview is format it. So just hit add row like I just did and literally just copy and paste. I just hit Command C, Command V, paste it all down. Perfect. So what this does is this allows you to add companies as you go. Let's say Adobe. Again, add row, copy, paste. Awesome. So, you can also hide these and focus on one at a time or whatever the case is. That being said, the interview cycles are going to be broken down by stage here. So you're always going to have before the interview and after the interview. So in this case, the first stage is typically the recruiter. So before the recruiter interview, here's everything I need you to do on a checklist. So it's nice and condensed. So the task will be right here. The instructions will always be right next to it. It might be a video. It might be some notes for you to fill out. It could be a longer list of instructions. Follow these steps. Just like every other thing you've learned in this process, this is muscle memory. The more you do it, the easier it gets. You won't even think about this once you do a few repetitions of it. But you'll go through, let's say we just got a recruiter interview scheduled with a new company. Perfect. So I'll get rid of these. Let's go ahead and add the new company. Boom. And we're going to hit new row, copy all this over. And it's time for me to prep, right? Before the recruiter interview. So I'm going to watch the video and then mark that complete when I'm done. I'm going to research, fill this out. Cool. Done. So on and so forth down the list till you're fully prepped. The next phase is after you do said interview, there's an after process. And those instructions are right here. So send a follow-up. Okay, cool. All the instructions are here. Here's a video linked here, and it's completed. And then same with updating your phase 3 pipeline development doc. Boom, go ahead and update it with the relevant info and complete it. The next one is going to be before the hiring manager interview. Okay, so same process, open the instructions, mark it complete when you're done. So this is like after the recruiter interview wraps up, you're going to do this. Then once you get that hiring manager interview scheduled, you're going to do all this stuff. Okay, you do the hiring manager interview. Once that's done, follow these steps. And then when the leadership interview is scheduled, go ahead and knock these steps out down here. Then after the leadership interview, knock these steps out. So it's very straightforward. It's just a checklist for you to go step by step. The checklist never changes. It's always going to be the same for every company. And again, let's say I had this interview with Adobe and it was before the recruiter. Let's say I do the recruiter interview. Crap, now I need to update the checklist. Easy, just hit new row. Copy this stuff up here, my bad, and paste it in. Boom. All right, cool. Let's say I got moved on to the hiring manager. Perfect. New row, grab all this, paste it in. Now I'm good to go and I can update this checklist as I go through it.
Some of you are having issues copy pasting into the new checklist. So I just want to show you whenever you get a new interview, how easy it is to add to the checklist. All you need to do is come down here, hit the plus sign, type in the new company name that you're interviewing with. So in this case, let's say it's Fourth. Cool. And we'll hit new row. And then you can select the time and date of your upcoming interview, right? So let's say it's the 27th at 11:30 a.m. Perfect. Now to get the checklist down, very easy. Just grab these dots. I hit shift and I grab the bottom to grab the whole list. Then you right click, you hit duplicate, and you drag these down to the section below. That easy. All right, so we'll do it over here. Grab these dots, hit shift, grab all the rows, duplicate 3 rows, drag them down. And you also don't have to click the dots. You can just click the bars over here and shift click the very bottom and right click, duplicate 7 rows, and drag them down.
So this is your interview checklist. This is a requirement for you to keep up to date as you're going through the interview process with different companies. That way I can be sure you're doing every single thing perfectly through the process, and you're increasing your odds ultimately of you being the one to get that final offer. Let's lock in, let's execute. Any questions, of course, just let me know.